Aita for going no contact with my homophobic stepmom? Hi everyone. I would like your opinion on the matter. First, some context. I will be using fake names. My dad, Joe 65 years, is married to a woman, Selena 45 years, and they have a kid together, so my half-sister, Tyler 11 years. Me and Selena have always had a good relationship. I don't think of her as a stepmother, but as an older sister. I have always made an effort to spend time with her, help her, and share my life with her. When I was 17, she gave birth to my sister. Tyler and I have always been present in her life. I've always thought of myself as her sister, and because of the age difference, I'm a bit of a mentor to her. We have always had a great relationship, and I have never had any complaints from either parent about the way I care for Tyler. Fast forward to 2023, and I'm at my country's Pride Day/parade, enjoying myself and also celebrating finding my identity. I'm non-binary and ace. After the parade, I had to run an errand at my dad's house, and I was covered in glitter and pride flags drawn in makeup. Joe and Selena have never been super allies, but they have never been hostile to the community either. My dad would make some little comments that because of the way he was raised, like I said, he is 65, so he grew up in a time when homophobia and transphobia were common. Knowing that he has made comments in the past and that I am also covered in pride makeup, I texted him to let him know in advance and told him to please avoid making mean comments in front of Tyler because I don't want her to grow up with the same issues that I had, explaining that if she was part of the community, it would be very sad for her to hear things like that. This was sent in a private chat between him and me on WhatsApp. He reacted pretty badly, but at least he said he would not say those things around Tyler. When I arrived at their house, I could tell things were tense, but I wasn't sure why. Like I said, they knew I was part of the LGBTQ+ community and never had a problem with it. The next day, I got a bunch of super angry and mean comments from Selena about what I said to my dad in our private chat. Some of the things she said were that I needed to have more self-respect and that I was showing no self-respect by using pride makeup, that I was questioning her way of raising her child and that was out of line, that I was a bad influence and was trying to turn my sister into a lesbian, that my sister was too young to know if she was a lesbian, and a bunch of other horrible stuff. Just to clarify, I told my dad not to say those things around Tyler, but I said it to him in a private conversation, and it was not something weird to say to him. I said he is my dad and I am 28 years old, so we have an adult relationship. I obviously felt attacked, surprised, and even scared because of how violent the messages were, and I reacted by trying to defend myself, but later I calmed down and just told her that I did not want to fight and to please give me a moment. This was after a couple of hours of her barraging me and trying to convince me of the things I said before while yelling at the voice messages. Later that day, I asked my dad what had happened, and apparently, after I sent him that message, he told Selena that I said her daughter was part of the LGBTQ+ community and that he was shocked about it. Like I said, I never said that Tyler was anything, but I did say that if she was, I wouldn't want her growing up around those comments. Honestly, even if she wasn't, I wouldn't want her to hear them either. My dad admitted that it was a mistake to tell Selena and that he was sorry. I asked him if he thought Selena would want to talk to me without yelling, but he said he didn't think she was ready, so I left her alone. I eventually met up with my dad to better educate him on the community and my reasoning for saying those things, explaining how big the queer umbrella is and how important it is for kids to feel safe if they ever need to come out, etc. He still insisted that Selena did not want to know about it and that she was not ready to talk to me. I was honestly scared after what happened, so I did not push. The thing is, months went by and she never spoke to me again, and when she did, she suddenly tried to act like nothing had ever happened. All those months I had been hurt by what had happened because I considered Selena an older sister and was very close to her. So the fact that she would do me so much harm and act as if nothing had happened hurt me even more. I tried again to talk to my dad first and see if the three of us could talk things out, but he said it was a bad idea and so on. I tried to talk to Selena, but she would not hear me and just acted like everything was back to normal. A total of 8 months went by and I finally had enough. I wrote a letter to Selena explaining all the love and time I had put into our relationship and how I had always been there for her and respected her way of raising Tyler. All of this to explain how confused and hurt I was when she reacted the way she did. Also explaining that it was a private conversation I was having with my father and that I could not believe she was attacking me over something I said in private that did not even concern her. I also apologized for my initial defensive reaction. I sent the letter to her, hoping that she would open up, but she hasn't replied yet. A total of 2 weeks have passed. My dad told me that I was acting like a victim because I told Selena how I felt and that I was trying to start a fight, that Selena felt like she was right, and because she felt that way she should not apologize or change her behavior. Now she seems to be starting to limit my contact with Tyler. What can I do? Aita? I am really confused and hurt, honestly, so I could use your input. Sorry for the long post. People's comments. Aita. It's not your responsibility to force anyone, including yourself, to feel or emotionally respond in a particular way. So, no matter what you decide, you're not an AH. It's also very natural to feel hurt and to continue to feel that hurt when someone rejects a core component of your identity. This situation is sad and complicated. Often, families will solve these issues by never talking about them again, because sometimes that's what's collectively the best. However, everyone makes that judgment themselves, and you're not an AH regardless of what you decide.